in the Force.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Comicast. I know it has been
Too
getting
long.
on my calendar app.
Way too long.
Too long, yeah. 3 months, something like that.
Probably
but
longer.
Whatever. Comicast is back, baby. So now Jonathan will now proceed to explain 25 reasons why I am an idiot for not uploading. Off you go, Jonathan.
Well, reason I don't know.
Okay, we don't have time for that.
No.
Okay. Okay. So, Johnny, what are we going to be talking about today?
We're going to be talking about one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Really? One of the best?
Okay, it's pretty high up there, you can't lie. Spider-Man No Way Home.
Debatable. We'll see.
Yes.
Yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home. Hooray! Yay, we're finally talking about it. 2 months late, but whatever.
Yeah, well,
Hooray!
I guess we don't have to worry about the spoilers anymore and stuff like that.
Yeah, alright. So, obviously, spoiler warning.
If you haven't seen it. Which
If you haven't seen it, if you've been living under a rock this past three months, first off, congrats on being alive if you lived under a rock for that long. But secondly, go watch the film.
Yes,
it's good.
Really amazing. And
it's great.
Yeah.
And especially if you're a Spider-Man fan, you will be beating yourself up for it for not seeing it.
Yep.
Okay. So Johnny, I think I want to start off by, how is this movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, different from the other Spider-Man movies?
Well, I guess how it compares to the Spider-Man movie, like, itself to begin with, it's just, it does embody a lot of things that Spider-Man is about. Like,
that is true.
Responsibility, and, like, all of these things about, like, doing the right thing, even if it destroys you. That
is true. Spider-Man is very ethical. Some people might confuse him for the second coming of Jesus, but fun fact, he's not the second coming of Jesus. He is actually Spider-Man. Alright, so that's the main thing. I think Jonathan's right. The main thing in this movie is about doing what's right. Even though he made mistakes, and we see that at the start of Doctor Strange, he's been doing that. He's really trying to always doing the right thing, but his intentions sort of shift into very narrow-minded mindset into a very open-minded mindset. Like, at first he cops. He says, okay, me and my friends are more important, so I'm going to go fucking and change the whole world and erase memories.
Yeah.
Well, compared to the end, I'm going to sacrifice everything about myself and my identity as Peter so the whole world can live.
Yeah. But I think his whole thing with ethics, it's really, like, shown mainly in Aunt May, because she's the one that, like, pushes him and, like, teaches him the whole responsibility thing, and that's something he carries with him for the rest of the movie.
That is true.
That's all he cares about, doing the right thing, helping other people, which is originally the intention that Spider-Man set out to do, right?
Yeah. Even though he gets sidetracked at the start. But yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit sidetracked. But at the same time, it is kind of Doctor... Actually, no. Is it... Okay, here's the thing. Is it Doctor Strange's fault for doing the spell? But Peter did distract him.
Well, yeah, I think he didn't realize... Oh, it's both sides. Peter, he didn't realize how this spell worked. And then Strange, he probably should have, like, asked a little more information instead of just going straight into it.
That's true. Stephen Strange is very compulsive and quick thinking. So...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's this whole thing. But, okay. So, overall, what I think me and Johnny are trying to say, it's a very good classic Spider-Man story. And it really instead of being its own separate thing, it really brings everything together as Spider-Man and celebrates Spider-Man as what it is by bringing in all the villains spoiler other two Spider-Mans,
Yeah,
and creates its own identity, even though it's so Spider-Man-y. If you get what I mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how does it compare as a movie itself? What do you think, Michael? Like just in itself as a
But as a
movie?
movie itself,
Yeah.
all right. Well, obviously it's no masterpiece. It's obviously it has flaws.
Well,
Uh,
yes.
but although its structure is very good, I'm not going to lie. But if it was up to me, I would really, really emphasize the whole like ethical things and Peter's thought process more. Because I feel like all the best movies, they spend so much time building up to those really clinical moments. But Spider-Man No Way Home goes bah, 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 like shot after shot after shot after shot. And really, one of the most powerful scenes I think in the whole movie is just when they slow to fucking put their pedal on the brake, like fuck you, we're gonna slow down. And it's with MJ and Ned find him on the rooftop, and that's like such a powerful moment.
Hold
And
up.
but after that it goes bah, 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 all
Yeah,
the way
hold
up
up.
to the
I
yeah
think the reason that they've done that is because his life is quite is basically like that.
chaotic.
Yeah,
That is
it's quite
true.
chaotic after this whole Mysterio incident. Yeah, like it's just
That is true.
he never gets a break. He can never catch a break, but that's because of Mysterio, and
But as
that's
an
the way.
audience, I feel like I felt kind of robbed for not really exploring Peter's emotions. You kind of have to infer it along the way, which can be powerful. Don't get me wrong, but it's an action movie, so you're going to take up a lot of time with action. So there's not a lot of time to really explore those emotions. But at the same time, I'm a sucker for a good story and characterization. So it might not be top, but at the same time, the whole thing what they did, is good. But I would have just liked to see more.
I guess
If you
so,
get what I mean.
but since it is like so fast paced, those slow moments really do hit harder. Like
They do
especially when
hit
he's just
harder.
like standing there, like the rain's pouring down right after May died, and like
That is
Jay
true.
Jonah just talking. You know that those parts are just like way
You have
crazier.
that as your wallpaper.
I know it's such a good one though.
He wants to suck off Kevin Feige, guys. So, if
Yo,
anyone knows
wait.
Kevin Feige's location, he will gladly get on his knees. Okay, I'm gonna stop that before I be
Uh,
homophobe. But
Demonetized.
demonetized. Alright, but I guess the point as we're saying is it's a really good Spider-Man movie, and it's a good movie. So overall, win-win. But it's not a masterpiece like what's the guy's name? How do you say it in English?
How
Like
do you
this
say it in English?
stalker. Fuck, what's it called? Anyway, really, really good movie, but it's not completely relevant. Stalker. No, that's a masterpiece movie. This is a really good superhero movie. S tier. I feel like close to S tier or A tier. Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, but it's just watch the movie. It's good. It's not a waste of your time.
How do you think
Just
it like compares to the other movies though?
the other movie, Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, just the other Spider-Man movies.
I feel like that's a good question. It's at the same time by saying honestly, I feel like it compares to the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man one the most.
I guess so, but at times that was a little bit like cartoony and goofy, and then like the
That's
realism
true.
of the Andrew Garfield ones also come into play as well.
That is true. I feel like it's just a celebration of all things Spider-Man. It's hard to compare it to other movies because
Exactly.
it's everything and nothing at the same time.
Yeah, but like any Spider-Man fan, any dedicated Spider-Man fan, even if you just know of Spider-Man and don't even like care too much for him, you still owe it to yourself
You're
just to
still
watch
gonna
this.
like the movie.
Exactly.
And I mean, if you're a girl, I know a lot of girls like Tom Holland, so instant win. No, let's not get into that. But
Yeah.
okay.
So I feel I
So
heard
obviously
recently.
the villain. Sorry.
Sorry.
No. So obviously the villains return in the movie.
Yeah,
Duh. But
bit of a
I
ballsy move for
really
them.
felt that the
Show that.
villains. They did a great job with the villains. They brought them in and they helped. They fitted it into the story nicely. It's not just like, oh, this guy shows up because he shows up. Fight, fight, fight. Let's move on. They gave
Yeah,
them their own thing, and Peter tries to fix them, and he's the whole like one of the core things of Tom Holland's Spider-Man is that he's kind and he's very empathetic. Like all the Spider-Mans are, but he's especially empathetic, and that really shines through in this movie. I was saying the whole cinema was clapping and cheering. It was crazy. It was so nice.
Oh yes, and one of the best things about this movie is obviously the cameos and the things that it brings back. Obviously being Daredevil, which no one in the cinema, at least in my cinema, saw.
I think there was like one girl whispered to her friend, "Isn't that guy from the show?" And I'm like, "Fuck."
Which, by the way, you haven't really seen much of the show, have you? You just watched a few episodes,
I have not. I can respect for what it is, but I don't know, just didn't really grab my attention. But I have respect for what it is, and maybe I'll come back to it one day. It's just so long.
Yeah, it is pretty long. I mean, I put a lot of time into that show, and I think it does take a bit to like get into.
It's probably rewarding to see him, but although you don't get to see much of him, he just pops up, says a few things, and he just, all right, see you guys, bye.
Yeah, I know, but like, I heard apparently if you like buy the disc, it has so many more clips like of the Spidey Bros hanging out and like clips of him as well. So
yeah, that is. You know, I saw this little interview thing. I don't know if it was on YouTube or it's just a little short video. It's Tom Holland says he actually got his brother to dangle upside down for half of them. It's actually a pretty funny clip if you find it.
Yeah.
And the thing got cut, and the brother got so angry.
Yeah, I know. Funny. Scene was never in. I would have felt robbed.
Yeah. But that's movies, I guess. They cut down. Really would like to see those deleted scenes there when they come out. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Andrew Garfield.
All right, what about him?
I have to bring up. There's a lot to say about him, but I just want to quickly put first of all that people are only acknowledging now how great of a Spider-Man he was, when a lot of people have been saying that for like years since his movie came out, and people are only now like recognizing, oh wait, he was actually a really good Spider-Man. And in this movie, it's really good that we got to see him get his redemption by saving MJ. You know.
Oh, that is true. He did get his attention. That was a good moment. Yeah.
Crazy.
But, you know, the thing was that people only appreciating it now. I wonder why they didn't. I guess it's because it's going off of Tobey's three Spider-Mans and how much they revolutionized just superhero films in general.
Exactly.
It's just hard to jump off that. But meanwhile, Tom Holland had a whole ass fucking MCU behind his back.
Yeah, that's true. Like an extended universe that you could jump back on.
Yeah, that is but I think both three of them are actually really good Spider-Mans at the end of the day.
Yeah.
None of them are perfect, but they're good, you know. If you want to read the perfect Spider-Man, read the comics. But yeah.
Yes. So the final scene kinda killed me in the heartstrings.
That is true. The final scene was like kind of like, Marvel, why? You know, just you know, in the script, actually, Jonathan pointed this out. It was like he's liberated from being Peter Parker now because all of this weight under Peter Parker, all this responsibility he has is with his relationships and how he has to like make sure they're okay and how they have to live on.
Yeah.
Now, maybe concerned about
is at the
Spidey.
end.
It's gone.
Yeah.
All of it.
Like, even if you read the script, like, the best line is at the end saying, like, Spider-Man lives on, but Peter Parker is no more.
That is true. That is very powerful.
Like, I feel like. Yeah, that's it. That's him.
Can we just talk about, for 1 second, how, obviously, MJ and Parker were sad. Like,
sad as hell.
It was sad as hell, of course, and it's so hard to go in if she remembers him or not because he's like, there's a whole bunch of people are analyzing the scene so carefully. Like, no, because of the x squared plus tangent fucking C, her eyeline, it reflects off the glass. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We'll see, okay? Just, god damn it. But here's the thing. That was obviously painful to see, but that's sort of...
That's Spider-Man in itself.
Yeah, Spider-Man always sacrifices so much for the greater good and ties back into ethics and shit, but it was sad to see. And what really broke my heart even more was just Ned. Like, why? Ned was the best thing about Spider-Man. Now you robbed him of Peter. Like, why? You fucking fuck.
I know. Call us super nerds, but we did learn the handshake.
We did learn. Oh yeah, we actually solidified our place in the Virginity Hall of Fame. So we'll see. No doubt, we'll see some of you there.
Yes.
Kudos. Okay, just JK. I'm just kidding. Don't hate me.
I'm gonna get cancelled for that,
I know. Being a nerd is cool.
Yes.
Totally.
I mean, it got Peter somewhere.
That is true. No, but for real, don't listen to my dating advice for this shit, but obviously be yourself when you're dating kids. Yay. Yeah.
That got deep.
Deep. Alright. Obviously, Ned Hobgoblin was teased. Like, he was just fucking doing portals. I'm like, holy shit, Ned can do magic. Like, what the fuck?
That's pretty crazy.
That was crazy, and I think he mentioned somewhere if I don't want to become the villain.
Oh, well, he was like, I hope I'm not the villain in this whole thing. And
yeah, I think they're teaching Hobgoblin, teasing Hobgoblin in there. Obviously, I don't want to see Ned become the villain because I feel like he'll just be way cooler, just fighting alongside Doctor Strange and Spider-Man as just a sorcerer.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be so cool.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but if they do decide to, I won't be that angry if they make him a villain, but it'll be sad to see Ned go.
For real.
Okay, so I think we're just about finished here, but I'd like to hit you with this quote. It's from the original Spider-Man 1. It's on the rooftop scene. Very good scene, by the way. And Green Goblin's looking up. He beats Peter's ass, and he's there, and he says, but the one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fall, fail, die trying. In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you. Why bother? And that is such a good line, especially referring to this first half of No Way Home.
Exactly.
Like, they just come at them, ramming, attacking. They love, we as humans are trying to humanize, like, this uncatchable target, which is Spider-Man, and they're trying to drag him down to the bottom of the barrel, which is the scum of humanity. And it's sad to see, because...
But at the end of the day, he keeps being Spider-Man.
He keeps being Spider-Man, and without them knowing, he saved everyone, which is powerful,
It's not about the credit that he saved them. It's about doing the right thing, and that's always what Spider-Man's been about.
And I feel like the whole thing of that is that internally you have to be appreciative of yourself and know that what you're doing is right. Like, you're going to feel shit if you're going to do not the right thing. It's about blocking out all the noise from the outside and listening to your inner self.
That's true.
Getting too philosophical, I don't like it. But here's the point. Now, Johnny, do you have any thoughts on the multiverse and any hopes for maybe the new Doctor Strange movie, or what would you like to see? Anything?
Being honest, I actually haven't really thought about this too much, because at the end I felt kind of robbed. Because, I mean, Doctor Strange is really cool, don't get me wrong, but I kind of wanted to see more, like, Andrew and Toby back in their respective universes, how they're going, all that stuff.
Yeah, just...
That would have been way cooler.
By the way, that whole thing with the web out of the wrist, that was so cool.
Yes.
The whole scene of that.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it, I was like, wait, would they say something like, oh, do you have, like, webs flowing through your blood or something? Like, web blood?
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and they're kissing and them looking at each other. Oh, sucks. But yeah.
Yeah. You can clearly tell that Andrew is, like, so broken. Like, his Peter is broken.
That is true. That sucks. And we never got to see the villains back and how they change, which kind of sucks.
I mean, we do know... No, we know what's happening, right?
I mean...
They all died. They're all gonna die right after that, you know that.
They're all gonna die?
Yeah, right after that.
Wait, the whole point of the movie is them averting it. What are you...
Yeah, they turn them good right before they die for some reason.
No, I feel like if they come back, they changed it.
Nope, they just go teleport back to the moment right before they die.
Really?
Yep, so Forgive me
No,
for
but
being
wouldn't
bland, but
Spider-Man be changed by then?
no, it doesn't. Well, okay, they did change how they felt, but like, you know that one scene in Spider-Man where with Doc Ock. Wait, have you seen Spider-Man? Like the Tobey
Yeah, I've
Maguire
seen
ones? Yeah,
Spider-Man,
yeah.
obviously.
Well, actually, let's talk about the Green Goblin. So you know that when he got like stabbed by his flying thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what would happen is he'll just get teleported back there, then get stabbed, and that's it.
Maybe it's right before. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
right before they
No,
get
you
stabbed.
fucked
No,
me up.
right before they get stabbed. So it doesn't matter if they turn good or not. Just right before they get stabbed, like right before they die, they just get transported
No,
back.
but
So they're still dead.
but they still kind of went out to purpose. They see, oh shit, we're actually not that bad. And the whole thing with Green Goblin was really satisfying. How he eventually came around.
Yeah, I guess
And
so.
with Aunt May's death and everything, we didn't even mention that. Like, fuck, Aunt May died, and the whole thing with Green Goblin and his vengeance, and Peter's trying to stop him because that's bad. Like that's the turning point for all Peters, vengeance and thirst for revenge,
That's true.
stuff like that. Yeah, that was powerful. Now, for me, multiverse, I think it's good. And I think it's really cool. Now, what I really want to see is, in my opinion, what I really want to see, I would really, really want to see a crossover with DC villains. Like, not the heroes, just the villains. Like,
Ooh.
I want to see, like, Captain America fighting Joker. No, the Captain America's not around, sorry. Let's say Spidey fighting Joker. Or
Oh, okay. Well,
that'll be interesting. Or how about who's powerful? I don't know. Like, how about Shazam and Doctor Strange? Like, who the
Shazam's
fuck
not
knows?
bad.
No, sorry, not Shazam. I mean, the bad one. What's the bad one called? Black Adam, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, let me check that. Let me Google that real quick.
Yeah, but I feel like that's never going to happen. Don't know.
Doctor Sylvania, which is Black Adam, I think. No, well, Doctor Sylvania. He's played by The Rock, I think. Actually,
It's The Rock.
about drive. It's about power.
We stay hungry.
We devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. That's not the point. But yeah, Black Adam.
Yeah.
Black Adam is the villain. But that's I'd like to see them cross over. Or maybe even the heroes. That'll be cool. Like how about Kate Bishop and fucking Wonder Woman? Like that'll be sick as.
I have heard that like through this whole multiverse of madness, that a lot of these past Marvel movies and stuff we might see them like, and even like just alternate versions we haven't seen before, like a superior Iron Man, something like that in silver armor. And a lot of people have been thinking like even the Fantastic Four and X-Men might come through.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense for the X-Men to come through, but I'm gonna be honest, I've only seen three. I've seen three of them. I've seen X-Men, the first X-Men, X-Men First Class, and I've seen Logan, which is, I think, an alternate thing. I know, but I really like Logan, the movie, because that was, again, philosophical. I like philosophical movies, and it was good. And the ending is really satisfying, even though it's sad.
Yeah. If I'm being honest,
we're getting off topic here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay, back to Spider-Man.
Yes, the one and only.
Alright, so I feel like, Johnny, do you have anything else to say before we say our final thoughts and legacy and what's next for Spider-Man?
No, I think we should move on to legacy and what's next.
Alright, okay. So legacy, good movie. Amazing
movie.
Good villains, very satisfying story arcs, amazing comebacks. I feel like it'll be a great movie to just rewatch, especially after seeing all the movie and finishing up with No Way Home. That'll be really satisfying.
I feel like this is a movie that'll be remembered for ages, just because of everything it's got in it, everything people like about it. It's there, everything people have wanted for ever. You know.
Now, here's $1 million question. What's next for MCU Spidey? Like, he's swinging off, Peter Parker's erased, but Spider-Man's still there. Like, do you think... I don't know. Like they could go to any direction in this.
That's true.
That's the crazy thing. Like I want to see a Young Avengers so badly at this point.
Yeah, because you love Kate Bishop, you know that.
I don't love Kate Bishop. Shut the fuck up. But that's not the point. I like her character, okay? Because I like Hawkeye, and now Kate Bishop is a cooler version of Hawkeye. Because, like, I don't know, she's just cool. I feel like.
And Haley Steinfeld.
But
Uh,
shut up, Johnny. So the point is, Young Avengers will be cool, and Peter Parker leading it. Make it happen, Marvel. Chop chop.
that's true. That would be pretty cool. It's just
like
I don't know if it's Spider-Man because I heard there's this comic line, well, the storyline after the comic Civil War, where Peter he decides to reveal his identity, and then he has to the payoff to have his identity remain turned back to secret is that he has to have his whole relationship with MJ like just taken away, like everything that they've been through together. It just has to.
Do
be
they
erased.
use sorcery?
Yeah, I think so. So I don't know. I've tried like quite hard to find what happens after that, but I just haven't found anything. So we'll have to see what's next.
That's too depressing after that. Like
exactly.
I think MJ and Peter will be back. That'll be nice, but who knows? Might be a different thing. But
I think
my question is,
yeah.
My question is like if they're ever gonna mention, alright, this is going completely off topic. I was so hyped to see Sword, and I expected to just turn up in Eternals. They're just not there.
You wanted to see Sword?
Yes. Like, I want to see him. S.H.I.E.L.D. was... I loved Nick Fury as a kid. That was, like, my favorite character.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Man, I really want to see Sword, and they're not budgeting, and it sucks.
Oh, yeah.
And,
I mean, I feel like Monica Rambeau, she's going to have something pretty interesting after the whole WandaVision thing.
That's true, I feel like.
But we are way off topic now. So,
wait. Alright.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been me, Jonathan, and Michael.
And we will see you, I don't know, hopefully...
in another 3 months.
We'll try to make it smaller, but, you know, life's life. We'll see.
Yeah. Alright, thank you for tuning in.
See ya.
See ya.
Okay, bye-bye.